Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where last episode we declared a war. I remember that. I don't remember on whom. Ogas, apparently. Okay, sure. That is this guy up here. Yes. Did we raise up troops? The answer is no, we did not. Okay. That was right at the end of last episode, and we'll just go ahead and drop our rally point right here. We'll raise up our men-at-arms, and we'll raise up some levy troops as well. He has barely any troops, so we're going to need like 5,000 here. Just more than enough. We're going to head up and start slow sieging their capital, and we'll also bring along our men-at-arms when they get around to showing up, which they have, so that's wonderful. And this is on the entire Sultanate? Yeah. So this is fine. Excellent. So he's running off over this way. We have a dangerous faction, and what is this? There's a king here that we can just negotiate an alliance with. Okay, well, that was easy. Fantastic. Marvelous news. So we will start up this slow siege here, and we'll group these guys together. We will split off our trebuchets, as well as these levy troops here. And these guys will proceed onward. Yeah, actually, embarking is fine here. It will be somewhat expensive, but that's okay. I do want to have a siege commander here in their capital. And we'll see where this guy ends up going. Okay, he's coming down this way. Done. We've already sieged his capital. Hilarious. And we're going to head on over this direction. We'll also defeat his army, and the war's over. Okay, well, that was easy. Well, we'll just go ahead and handle that. Fantastic. Now, that did put us above our vassal limit. Because that guy was not previously our vassal, I think. Well, this kingdom here could definitely use this duchy. We'll just go ahead and grant them that. Give them a little bit more size, and that will solve that problem. Okay, cool. So we're working on cleaning up, like, this area here. That's our overall goal. And I do want to come over here, check to see we are still truced there. Okay, good. We're working on making claims in here. But how important is that really? I wish we had a claim on the overall title. That would be nice. What do we got over here? Not a whole lot is the answer. Okay. This is impassable, so we can't really get at these guys for the moment. What about you? Not great claims there. We do have de jure, but it's not ideal. Okay, what about up over this direction? Like Volga, Bulgaria, I would love to get this taken over. We could do a holy war for duchy and drive a wedge here so that we control, well, basically from here to here. Everything over here would be surrounded by us at that point. They would have no way through except through us. Now, we could also go after Ukraine. What I'm really doing right now is I'm shopping for some solid CBs. And we don't really have any of those, I don't think. Tuva, nope. What about you? I mean, you're not that solid, but that would give us access to Tuva, which wouldn't be awful. Yeah, our options over this way are a little limited right now, and I think that's mostly because we've been focusing very hard over here. Maybe we should start looking over this way a little bit. Looking at, like, Vladimir here. What do we got there? Just de jure? Okay, that's not great. What about Moskva? Nothing. No CBs that way at all. Dacia? Maybe. No. Roman Greece. We might have to settle for just some de jures. These are pretty mediocre. Yeah, pretty mediocre indeed. Okay, if we're going to settle for de jures, I would like to focus out over this way. So, in that case, we're probably going to hold off on attacking this guy. We're truced here. We can go here with a subjugate. That's not ideal. This is a truced. 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 And truced. Okay, so we'll go after this guy. That'll be fine. Holy war for the duchy. There's nothing else really to go after over here, so we'll just go after him. And this will be fine. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get out of here. Our rival died. Cool. And we're going to make our way to their capital as soon as we can. Excellent. We're going to catch something here, it looks like. Maybe. Yes, we do catch them. Fantastic. Our men-at-arms are on the way. And we've got that solidly under control. What are these guys doing? Uh-huh. They're trying to do a subjugation war. We are not going to allow them to do this. So we'll head over here, drop a siege force. Group all of these together, drop out our trebuchets, as well as a couple units of levies. And the rest of our troops are going to go up here. We will not allow them to subjugate. That is for sure. So he's going to turn around and go up this way. That's fine. I would love to fight this force. This war is actually over, and we don't actually catch them here. So we'll enforce those demands. And disband the troops. Okay, sure. Well, that's one way to not allow them to do that. That was very quick indeed. We'll grant these on out. And we would also like to create the duchy over here. So we'll go ahead and create that title, and that will go to this gentleman right here. There we go. 2 vassals go with, but we're going to need, hello, pause menu. We're going to need to hand this guy out as well. We could give him to this kingdom. Are you de jure? He is not. Okay. So we're going to look for somebody else, I think. Yeah, I think we will. Perhaps somebody over this way. Yes. You can have this vassal. There we go. That'll do. Fantastic. So that is, of course, more territory annexed there. And I would absolutely love, at this point, to get these guys taken care of. Sadly, all we've got is holy wars for duchies. So let's take a look at what we could do over here. Duchess, these are just chiefdoms. Okay. Well, we could do a holy war for this duchy, though, and we could also declare on this guy. Something like that. And even potentially on this guy. Yeah, we do a holy war for duchy, and that duchy would be this one up here. Done. Okay, sounds good. Hello, pause menu. I'm doing that a lot today. I don't know why. We're going to raise up our troops over here. And we'll get these wars dealt with soon enough. We'll come in over this way first. And 15,000 should be more than sufficient. Now they're going to run around a bit and do a little bit of sieging over here. Yes, see that done? And we're going to continue working on claims over here. Actually, no, we're not. We're not going to work on more claims over here right now. We're going to work on claims up here. Cool. So over we head, and these wars should go fairly quickly, but not as quickly as some of the previous ones, I think. Oh, the loud music has stopped. That's good. That war music can be a little obnoxious, I'm not going to lie. We have some artifacts there, but I don't care about that. Okay, so we will just drop off a siege force here. And that'll be trebuchets and a couple of levy troops. These guys will, of course, get a siege commander. And the rest of these, we don't know where their forces are. We're going to split these in half. And they're just going to go start slow sieges. That'll be fine. No worries there. Okay. So that siege is done. These guys will head here next. We just discovered land grants, and that's fantastic as well. So land grants is done. That means that we're completely done with technology now until 1200 AD. So we've got a good long time before we've got any tech to worry about. They get stack wiped here, and this war is now officially over. So we will enforce those demands, and all of these guys, for the moment, well, These will head here. These will head to this capital. And these will head, like, over here? Sure. We're, of course, going to need to hand these titles out. I'm not going to be worried about being over our vassal limit for the moment until we're out of these wars. So that's fine. We are, of course, over our vassal limit, but that's completely expected. And this does open up additional wars over this way for us, so that would be amazing. These guys are sieging up here. I love it. No worries there. Okay. We're going to be wrapping up this siege shortly. And over here we go. We do have a dangerous faction that just started up. And yes, go ahead and see that done. That was a pretty fast claim there. Okay, cool. So as soon as our siege force arrives here, these guys, they are going to come over this way and fight this force. They'll arrive eventually. There we go. Now we can head out. Excellent. Sure, show in the king. And we do have this dangerous faction. What is this? Peasant rabble. I don't care about peasant rabble. We'll deal with that. That's not going to be a problem. And we will continue to chase down this force and head northward. Are they going to fight them here? No, they're not actually hostile. So maybe we should head up here instead. That'll be fine. We've finished up this siege, and we're going to head over and grab this as well. Yeah, we lost this siege. That's also to be expected. These guys are running around in a circle. That's fine. If they're going to come, like, over here and siege, I don't care about that. We're currently ill, and we're 39, so we're probably going to recover from it. These guys, I would like them to come down here and fight this force. Okay. We still have this dangerous faction, but it's actually peasants. It's not that dangerous. We're not concerned about it. Okay. We got another claim. These are going very quick over here. I like it. We're going to work on... Whoop, that did not go according to plan. We're going to work on this over here. Fantastic. Looks like we are going to catch this force, and we are also going to catch this force, so that's perfect. We're at 61% war score here. Let's just go ahead and come back over this way, siege these back on our way northward. That'll be absolutely fine. Oh, we actually captured him here. So this war is now over. We will enforce those demands, and this guy can now head up over this way. We will take attrition on the way. That is understood. And we can start a slow siege over here. Cool. We can slow siege this back as well. And of course, we're going to need to hand these titles on out. We will continue to be over our vassal limit, but that's fine. We'll handle that after the war. So I was thinking about slow sieging this back. It's going to take 6 months, but that's maybe okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. How long until those peasants rise up? They can send their ultimatum at any time. That's fine. Not concerned about it. Our rival died, and we are going to tell them never. A peasant's lot is to serve their lord. So you can see over here, there's quite a number of peasants. That's okay. We are not concerned. We're going to raise all of our troops. How many do they have in total? They have about 50,000. Okay. So we're going to raise up quite a number here. In fact, we're going to raise up virtually all of our troops. This is probably sufficient, but they're going to group up a little bit, but they're pretty split up. Cool. We're no longer ill. I want to check in on our counselor here. We need a new marshal. We also require potentially orders up here. I want to check in. Okay, we're going to get fought here. We definitely need to come up there. And these guys can come in and, like, slow siege over here. Are we going to arrive in time? No, we're not. We're going to go ahead and retreat here. And where are we retreating to? That's not too bad. Okay. So that's absolutely fine. We'll slow siege there and there. Oh, we have no leadership here. We should probably put in a siege commander if we've got one. What do we got there? There we go. Excellent. Now, as far as our capital region goes, these guys will head over here next. Cool. We do have another faction apparently brewing behind this. This is more populists. I'm not too concerned about them. Once this war is over, or actually once both of our wars here are over, we should be reasonably fine on that front. We actually got to keep our progress on this fort, which is insane. I like it. Okay, back in our capital, we're going to want to wrap up this war as soon as we can. We'll head down over this way. We get a new diplomacy lifestyle perk. Our siege force will turn around here. We do have an available perk, of course, and we'll grab ducal conquest. That'll make things much more convenient for us over here. Okay. So this battle finishes, and we will head in to the final location. We have finished sieging their capital, and we'll just come over this way and slow siege. And these guys can come down this way and slow siege, but I don't want these guys to leave. There we go. Come on down. Excellent. We're at 80% there, and we are arriving at our peasant location. So I do expect that these guys will go away after we defeat the peasants. I believe that the threshold is currently lowered because of the existing faction that fired. So that's no longer a thing. And I believe that this will update to be 2 week. That appears to be correct. Now these guys can go home. They'll take up to 2 years to return home. That's okay. We aren't going to need them for a very long time. We get an unpressed claim. We're actually no longer that concerned about unpressed claims over here. And so this guy working on religious relations seems fine to me. This war is over, and we will have to defend it now. Okay. Who are we fighting against? These guys. Sure. We're going to head to their capital, and then these guys will head down over here. We're going to need to grant these titles out, of course, and we'll go ahead and do so. There we go. We're already at 46% war score here, so I do expect that we're going to not have a particularly difficult time with this war. Excellent. We're now at 66%. Just taking their capital here might do the trick for us. We do require a new marshal again. Okay, we'll put this guy in. And we need to hand these out still. There we go. There we go. Wars are over. We are being raided, but I don't necessarily care about that. I mean, we can head over here and deal with them, I suppose. We can stack whip them fairly easily. This ransom is acceptable. We do have another faction brewing, and we need to put our troops down. We'll see what ends up happening once we do that. But I want to eliminate this force first. There we go. And we can just group these guys together. And disband. There we go. Okay, so this is fine. He's a king who is just our prisoner. He must be a foreign ruler. Okay. These victories aren't relevant anymore. Okay, so this is populists. They are probably going to go away. This would work. Done. So no populist problems there. Of course, we're going to need to create and hand out some titles over here. So let's look at the duchies. We'll create this duchy. And that will go to this gentleman right here. Perfect. And this duchy as well. We'll usurp that one. And that will go to this gentleman. 2 vassals go with. So we're now 9 direct vassals above. And then there's this one over here. So that will go here. We'll create that. And this guy. We'll get that. 4 vassals will go with. So we are now 5 direct vassals above our limit. What is this looking like kingdom-wise over here? Awkward is the answer. Okay. So we're just going to grant those over to like this guy. That'll be completely fine. There There you go, buddy. Would you be interested in converting? He is actually the correct religion already. Okay, good. There's also this duchy over here that we could theoretically send into him as well. That was correct. Grant vassal. Like that. Now we're one direct vassal above. And that would be simply putting in someone like over here. Like that. There we go. Problem solved. And now we need a chancellor. That'll be this guy. Okay. And we expect that this faction will no longer be a problem. Cool. Okay, so I would like to declare on this gentleman. What do we got here? Ooh, perfect. A full annexation. Do we have anything on Zadoy as long as we're over here? We're still truced there. We could do a de jure county claim here. This claim is weird. I'm not exactly sure what to make of it. Okay. I think for now we're just going to come in over here. It looks like someone was already pressing their claim, but this is fine. We're going to raise up troops, and we'll make sure that this happens. Excellent. So we're not going to need that many troops. We should have plenty at like 5k. This'll do. And now we just need men-at-arms. We'll wait on those. No big deal there. What are these other wars, out of curiosity? Let's see here. Oh, it's just the one war. Okay. Interesting. Well, we'll group these together, and we're going to come on in over here and fight these guys. Now, who are these? Ah, it's internal. Okay. Sounds good. We can just drop off a siege force here. That'll be just fine. We'll drop off our trebuchets and some levies, and the rest of these, we want to come over and defeat these forces if we can. And it looks like they're going to let us, so that's fantastic. Heresy? That's no good. Very rude indeed. Well, we will go ahead and eliminate that army, and then we'll come down over here. Yeah, that's a good amount of prestige. And these guys can go ahead and siege here. Apparently, they don't have a siege commander. We'll put in this guy. Fantastic. We also have some royal court events here. Purify them with fire. We also have a new court artifact, but it's not anything that we can display, so that's fine. We catch half of this force here, and then we're going to try to catch the other half. This siege will finish, and we'll head on down. And we do succeed in catching the other half. And then we're going to see about catching the primary enemy force. And then, of course, we'll have to come up here. But that's not a big deal. Excellent. So, we've definitely expanded a bit in Crusader Kings. There's no doubt about that. Things have blown up for us. That's for sure. We've got this section fully surrounded now. We do need to clean up our border core. There's no doubt about that. This war is now over. We will enforce our demands. And we will take these guys up over this direction. So how long will it take them to get here? 6 months? Okay, sure. How long will it take them to get here? 4 months. Yeah, they're going to need to wait out over here. That'll be fine, though. It is good to have this cleaned up. It'll be very good to have all of this cleaned up as well. And all of this cleaned up. And all of this cleaned up. That's our overall goal, of course. We'll see how far we get. We will be moving into Europa as of... what year is that? 1444? Yes, it is 1444 that we moved to Europa on November 11th. So that's definitely something that is going to be happening. We just embraced a tradition. Dexterous Fisherman. Plus 50% supply capacity in presumably only coastal holdings. Okay, that's not bad. I'm not sure why that happened when we weren't informed, though, because we're the culture head. But sure. Okay, we'll head up over here. We stack wiped them. And they, of course, have ticking war score, but we will have this siege done very, very shortly. Our vassal was trying to lay claim to our throne. What a jerk. I don't know why he'd even try that. It's never going to work. So we will have this very shortly. Do we want to assault here? Honestly, it's fine to assault, I think. There we go. And that war is over. So we will go ahead and take that and disband. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will continue working on cleaning up some of this border gore over here. It desperately needs to happen. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.